Hey guys, welcome to another unboxing of comic books purchases. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe or share. I'm just having fun here doing my thing. Um, I I have this huge box that arrived a while, almost 3 weeks ago. No, actually 3.5 weeks ago, while I was in the busy, you know, getting prepared for doing on the convention, 1st of July, uh, you know, 2022, right? So it arrived. The convention itself was on the 9th, but so I've just got the old craft knife out, got it ready, and I'm about to open this up. This is from Logan Reed, one of the guys that I purchased this off. Took me a while, because sometimes I do a lot of buying and then sometimes I do nothing at all, and because I'm busy and stuff, and I just forget. So this is from Logan Reed. I have no idea what's in this because it's been such a while since I got it, and it took me several payments to get it all done. And he's a good guy. I've dealt with him before, and I appreciate what he does for me, letting me pay it off, because sometimes you don't want to miss out on what you've got on the people are selling, and you're busy and you got money committed to somewhere else, like we did with Plunge. So anyway, let's get down to this. So this is quite a big box. Look, it's about 10 centimeters wide, as you can see, and it's been sitting. I've been moving backwards and forwards from table to floor to bench to counter to the display unit and so on. So there's quite a few things in here. Things I don't even remember buying, right? So if you want to check, first thing you're gonna notice here is the way it's been packed. It is so well packed, right? It's got these what is it called? Spaghettis. Uh, Not spaghettis, macaronis, like foam macaronis and stuff, polystyrene and stuff. And it's so good, right? I always appreciate sellers who do this, or resellers, I should say, who do this, because I just appreciate it. Now, here's a really cool thing, right? I didn't know I'd actually gotten these. This is cracks me up because I didn't realize I bought these mangas, right? There's this Full Metal Alchemist, uh, 1754, right? This It's not like the complete set as such. I can always go and buy the rest, right? I just saw these where he was selling these, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm keen. And I'm trying to get into reading manga a bit more because I've just gone off comics completely. It's really hard for me to read a comic nowadays because it's just not my thing. It's just I've just gone off it. So I'm quite excited by owning these, right? Because I was talking to Black Sage D, right? Um, if you, the video has come, I think last week or the week before. Yeah, it was last week. So, or was this past Monday? I can't remember. Yeah, I've got so much going on. Anyway, so this is story and art by Hiromu, no, Hiromu, right? Hiromu. It's kind of like Wuramu, which is like William in Maori. Arakawa, all right, story and art by Hiromu Arakawa. This is Full Metal Alchemist. Hagane no. Okay, I'm not going to pronounce the last word. I'm going to butcher it. I'm going to feel like an idiot. So this is seven. Look at the other thing. Let's have a look at the artwork, right? Sorry about the glare there, but you know, you've seen the movie and stuff. You've seen the series. Vic Mignogna was the voice actor, one of the guys, and I think Alfred. I can't remember. Anyway, so I'm just glad to have these four in my collection now. The other thing is Foul by Warren Ellis. This is a trade paperback, and Ben Temple-Smith, right? Ben Temple-Smith is he's an awesome artist. He's got his own style, which I really like. You can see there. This is a graphic novel. Retail in US is about $15, right? 14.99. So New Zealand would be about 34 bucks, 30, 32, 35. This is Volume 1, Feral City. I do like Fell. I've read it and I quite enjoyed it. That's why I thought I'd add it to my collection, right? And now we've got Hitman. Now I have, this is Hitman for Tomorrow. This is Garth Ennis. As you know, I love Garth Ennis. And, just, yeah, so it's cool. This is like if you bought it brand new, 30 US, so it's twice the price of that, but it's also thick as, right? So this has got about issues 37 to 50. So what is that? That's like about 23 issues, 25 issues, all in one. This is from late Steve Dillon, and the artist on here is John McCrea. It's just so cool, right? I've got a couple of the single issues that from the early ones of this. What I love about John McCrea's coloring, and he's done a few on gosh, he's done, I think it was Boys and stuff like that he did that artwork. It's just so solid. It's like animated artwork, right? It's just flats with a bit of shading, and I love that. That's something that I'm keen on to see in my books. Just not not so overdone, but that's me. That's my thing. So another one here is this is Mike Carey's Secret Invasion X-Men, and this is one of the earlier ones, I would say. This is let me just check this out. This is Mike, yeah. So this is Mike Carey and artist Kerry Nord and M.A. Sepulveda, just like Sepultura, the band. All right, so let me just check this, what year this was put out, because it doesn't say much there. It just says Secret Invasion, X-Men 1 to 4, plus a classic story of Scroll. So this is a newer set, right? Yeah, I'd say this is a newer set, right? So this is there's just a new series that came out, but I love the covers that they add in this, and this is I don't know if I've read this, right? I'm at the moment looking to buy some back issues of the classic X-Men series, like from about the first couple hundred, maybe 200, up till when oh gosh, what was it, like up till John Byrne and Chris Claremont. That I want anything up till then. That's what my X-Men is, right? And so there's that. Okay, so next up there's a bunch more, and it's quite cool because like I said, I had no idea what I did buy, and here they are, and I'm quite excited by it and seeing them in my collection. And the weird thing is, I know a lot of people sell to buy other stuff. I just buy. I don't buy to buy other stuff. I mean, sell to buy other stuff. I just like my comics, and I'm keen to just keep my comics and keep on, adding to my collection, because then I have them, and it's not like something. This is pretty cool. Like, this is actually what I can use. This is awesome. Like, we have here in Whangarei a place, a printer called Percorfire Print, which has a lot of which we spend a lot of time. Let me get my thoughts straight. Getting distracted by this. Who we've partnered with over the last 4 years with Plunge, with a convention, who are like, not grassroots, but like printers. Like they print without using machinery to print. They are hand printers, right? As such, like they press and all that. So they tend to use like you can cut up wood, like you can carve up this sort of stuff, mash wood, and you can I don't know what you guys we call it MDF here in New Zealand, and I don't know what everybody else puts it on the world, but this is cool. This is going to work for me, because then I can actually, possibly do a Incredible or Red Dot or one of our other characters, design it onto here, and then carve out whatever else isn't needed, and then ask them to print t-shirts for us, or prints, right? And he's done stuff with it for us before. Oh, talking of which, I have one here somewhere which he did and gave me as a gift this year. Oh, here it is. Yeah, look at this. So check that out, right? It's almost like Mothra, not Mothra. I thought it was Mothra, up here, but it's a bat. Sorry, the other way. And then it's like Godzilla over here, right? And it's just so cool. So I framed it, right? Straight away, I thought, I thought I need to frame this, and then I'll put it up on the wall when it's ready. So this is what I mean. So, uh, you can see he's carved into a piece of MDF, and then he's put it onto a piece of paper, and he's, like you run the ink across here, you roll the ink across, right? Whatever ink they use, and then that then gets pressed onto the paper, right? And then you either press it down on it with the presser, it's like a mechanical presser, but it's not machine operated, right? It's not mechanized. It's just all hand, and it presses it on, and it gets onto there, and then you pull it off. It was so cool. And they were actually showing this at the convention, and which is why I love having those guys there, because it shows you early days of making comics, sort of like press not comics but artwork, pressing books and all that. It's really cool to see that, and I just find that really cool, to have that a part of it. So here's another one. uh, this is, from what I can see, this is actually Conan. um, if you remember, I made I'm not sure if I posted on here, but I bought a Conan CGC, Conan, King Conan #1, and it took, I bought it for a friend, and then I eventually gave it to my friend, and I'm just so glad that he's got that. But of course, that means I don't have one, so I'm keen to find myself another King Conan, right? But I was able to find Conan the Barbarian #30. So I'm like, from Logan, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta have that in my collection, man. The Hawk Riders of the Forbidden City. This is Annie Chan, 1977. You know, it's so cool to have something so old. Well, 4 years older than young. I was about 4 years old at this point. But this is of course as you can see, is a newsstand version, which I'm keen on getting, because those are really hard to come by. They're not direct sales. And also, I was able to get the first issue of an unlimited series of The Punisher. It's got the other one, like the Conan one, has no writing on it, no price thanks. But this one here, you can see it's got a little 9 on top here, and it's also got a price there, $2.15. But for me, that doesn't matter. It's pretty good, good condition. What year is this? This is 1987. So I would say this is the first in that series. I'd love to get all 4. This is before they actually gave him his own series. But of course, I like the old school Punisher. I'm not, my Punisher stops kind of like it when Garth Ennis stops writing it, right? I don't think I've read a couple of the recent ones he's done, but it is what it is. So there's Defenders, into Starhawk. This is number 28. There is some creases at the bottom of it, but that's fine. I'm not here. I don't mind damages to it, to comic covers and all that, as long as it's not too heavily damaged. I'm kind of like on the very good up, or fair, not like, as long as that's not like broken and all that. So this is so that was Defenders number 28, October. What year was that? Can't even tell. Right, it's a comics code. Doesn't matter. So the other one here is Excalibur. I liked Excalibur. Captain Britain, Kitty Pryde was part of it, if I remember right. Is that the future Raven? Is it not Raven? I think it's Cyclops and Jean's daughter, right? From the future. Then, of course, you got Nightcrawler, and this is #1. And the cool thing, it's got this beautiful Alan Davis and Neary poster, like pin up at the back, right? Just says called Phoenix. right? The Phoenix at the back. It's just so cool. Now this is number 3 in a 9-issue limited series, Secret Wars 2. This is the Beyonder Conquers the World. And this is another, if I remember right, this is Al and Steve. I can't remember who that is, but such a cool cover. And this is a newsstand one as well. I like newsstands, like I said. I like to buy newsstand ones. And so you've got this here, Secret Wars 2. Now, as always, I love my Batman. So here we have a Batman. This is 457, and it's got the UK price on it, but it's also got the US and Canada price on it. And this is December 1990. And this is Grant. So I say it's Alan Grant. Maybe. Oh, and Bray Fogle and Mitchell. There's a cover there for it. That's pretty cool. And so winding up on the last one on this pack from Logan Reed is this is Flashback Venom Seed of Darkness -1. They did a few -1s around this time, and I actually remember getting some of them, especially the X-Men ones, because like I was right into X-Men, so I had all my mutants. I had my, I think, what else? Maybe Excalibur. They had one. Daredevil. You know, I lost like maybe about 2 or 3 banana boxes, like heavily packed, in my first collection that got burnt in a fire. And so that had all that era of early X-Men and New Mutants, and had all the Chris Claremont and John Byrne. That's why I'm like trying to get them back, because I'm just so, you know, I want to make sure there's nothing in here. So that's this pack here that I can get my comics, replace my comics again that I've lost, that I'll love, that I love. My formative years, as they say, of reading the mutant comics and stuff. So this lot here, I don't know who this is from. I think it might be, but I might be wrong. I think it might be one that Rocco might have. This might be Rocco's pack. So, but I might be wrong. So this is August number 2. This is Heroes for Sale. What year is this? This is 97. There's it. So, yeah, very good. Ostrander, that's a pretty cool writer. There's a bit of a price sticker removal, so that's got a bit of a thing here, but that's about it. I think it's pretty neat copy. There you go. You can see like Iron Fist, and can't remember who else that is there. But yeah, this is Pascal Ferry as penciler, and John Ostrander. Anyway, check out some of the cool artwork inside. All right, next up, like I said, I like my Batman. I have 2 here in this pack, and there's another one there. This is 6 and 7 from the Batman Adventures, based on a hit show. There's this one here, and then there's this one here. The crazy thing is it's got 395, 3 of the 7, maybe that's July the 3rd or whatever, written on it, and this is like 31st of the 7th, 395. So this came up first, and so it sucks that people write on the covers, and they could have always, there's no reason not to do it on the back cover. I mean, seriously, why on the front cover? I just don't understand why retailers did that back in the day. It just seems kind of the weirdest thing to do. 2 comics, and even now some of them are like, they put stickers on the front. It's like, I'm like, and this is like actual bookstores, not actual comic stores, because they're much smarter about this, and they know the value of how collectors think and so on. But it's kind of like, it sucks having such cool things, and I mean cool comics, and you're collecting them, and then you find that they're like covers full of like stickers, writing, and there's you know, price sticker wear on it when you've taken it off, like this, right? Right over there. There's a price sticker too. Removal of the, at that point you just might as well leave it. And of course, this is like this is not like from the guy who's selling it. It's from he's probably previously bought from somebody else, right? And so on. And because comics change hands over the decades, right? But this is a cool one. This is Batman Chronicles Gallery, #1, 1997. This is cool. What's cool about this is it's full of covers. Sorry, artwork, right? And pages, like this. Classic artwork. You got this beautiful one here, right? And even the front cover itself is a surround cover, right? Wraparound, as we call them. And it's just a beautiful, the baddies versus the goodies, such. You've got here, you know, if you often don't get to see some of this artwork. Let's look at that. That's beautiful. I mean, I'd love to just put these on like t-shirts, right? Or in frames, but like then, you gotta go, well, do I do this one, right? Do I put this one here on, or do I put that one on in the frame, right? And it's tough. It's a tough call, but I would definitely put that one in a frame, right? That is such a cool one. Classic. I love that design. The Paul Dini design, or I can't remember whose actual, look of Harlequin, the checker look, the Harlequin look of Harlequin, right? The original. Okay, so there's another one here. So this is Techno Comic. This is Max Allen Collins and Steve Irwin. A Child in Time, Part 2 of a 2-part series. This is Mike Danger, Mickey Spillane's Mike Danger. Right. Was it like Mickey Spillane's Hammer, Mike Hammer, or something like that? I can't remember. But there was that really cool late 80s show called Hammer or something, Mickey Spillane's Hammer, about the cop. And yeah, so I grew up on that stuff. So like it's kind of like weird what like formulates what you end up creating as a writer, or coming up with ideas. But I mean, I always come up with original ideas, but I mean, I always kind of think, I wonder what like, because you're taking on, my brain's a sponge, so I'm always thinking like, what inspired me to do that? And then like something, it's like nothing really. But then like this week I had a dream, right? Like no, I was watching some show, and I thought, it'll be cool to write about a dog and a kid and his dog. And then I started writing. I wrote and wrote and wrote the outline, the premise, about a kid and his dog, and then what happened to the dog, what goes on from there. So I ended up, within a couple of days, I had completed the first issue, just written out the complete outline of the story, right? And of the first issue, and decided how it's going to look, what's going to happen, and why, what happens, when, where, how, right, and what for, right? And then I thought, like, what I want to do is bring into it like the whole. Then I thought like Lassie and the Littlest Hobo, kids, things that I watched as a kid growing up. So feel good stories about the dog helping people and saving them and helping them and so on. And then I thought, well, that could be part of what I do, but I got to bring that sort of relationship between a pet and and the human child, and so the animal and the human child. And so I'm like, I don't have that. I don't have an animal, but I do love the Malamute. At first, I thought it was like weird, like family friends who had German Shepherd. That was pretty cool, and I thought, yeah, I could work with that. So I got a whole lot of like, download a whole lot of images of German Shepherd, excuse me, and then And then I was like thinking about it, and I was like, dude, you've always liked Malamutes. That's the Malamutes, or Malamutes are like Canadian wolf dogs, and they look like a wolf, and they're very furry, they're gray and white. And I've always been, and I've always had a love for werewolves and stuff like that, and wolves, and I'm like, I'll change it to a wolf, Malamute. All right. So there, because I was posting about like that's what I'd come up with on Facebook, and I was like, and I thought, yeah, no, I don't think I actually did pay it when I wrote it that I was all about to post a German Shepherd picture, and then I thought, no, maybe we need to change the dog. So I jumped online, downloaded, you know, the Malamute images, and I went, yeah, I'm on the right track now. I've got, I changed the dog, I did a breed of dog, I got the names of the family members, mom and dad and kid, and I know exactly what happens from page 1 to page 22 of the comic book. The first issue, I've got it, right? And not only that, I'm able to tie that into the Plunge universe. When I was writing, I was like, yeah, I'll tie it into the Plunge universe, part of the whole series that we're doing, and universe that we're creating, like the Plunge universe, and so on. And so yeah, but which is kind of funny when I talking about that. I just noticed the last comic book on this pack is Inhumanity, right? It's a dog on the bottom. And no, I did not set myself up with this. This is the weirdness of life, synergy of life. I always like to use the word synergy because things just fall into place. And so, you know, this is this is ridiculous. And yeah, I sometimes stuff happens like this. And so you can see here, I can't even remember the dog's name, right? This is a teleporting dog that they have, and this is I love uh um gosh, yeah, I can't remember his first name now. Uh, it'll come to me later. I love his covers, and it's kind of like between anime and Funko Pops and chibis and so forth, and Lego and all that. I'm trying to come up with my own style in there because I think and that's only because we were doing these coloring competitions that were too, and the images I used were done by professionals because they were too hard for the kids, and so I was asked, we need easier things, and that's how I got started on doing chibi stuff. But this is really fun, right? Um, is it Sean Young? I can't remember. Anyway, sorry about the glare there. Oh, there we go. That's better. So yeah, adding to my collection of young variants. Right. So might as well, since I'm on this trip, might as well carry on, right? So I think this is from Rico. Yeah, I think this is from Rico. Might be wrong, but this is, yeah, I think this is from Rico. This is Asylum #2. Neil Gaiman and Mark Buckingham and P. Craig Russell, Bay Perisic, and John Bolton. John Bolton's probably the cover artist on this, as you can see here. And so this is a Millennium publication, a Borderland book. So I don't know much about this, but I thought, hey, it looked like a pretty interesting cover, and why not? And it's John Bolton cover, and he's a great artist, right? Great UK artist. On top of that, I got a couple single issues. This is a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Volume 2. This is number 3. And number 5. In time, I'll probably end up, finishing off the collection, but I think I have the trade paperbacks. Of course, I used to have this a while back. This is Alan Grant and Arthur Ranson's Anderson Side Division Shambhala. This is like cool. Right. This is I think I remember reading this way back when. And I love Judge Anderson. I do. I adore Judge Anderson. Her and like her and Judge Dredd, you know, I love it. They're my two favorite judges. There are a couple others. I think, gosh, there's a clown one. And, you know, the sad thing is this book, you know, the pages are coming off, but it wasn't that expensive, right? When I bought it, I'm just like, you know, I bought it because I love it. It's part of my collection. It's there. It's mine now. I don't care about the pages are falling down. If all the pages dead, it's all matters to me. I just love the artwork. So if you look at the awesome artwork here, you know, I love the style of art. It's just so cool. The detail, it's not overdone and it's simple. And then you see, like, there's, you know, it's just beautiful. Like, these artists, they're so good, right? Look at that. Like, you look at this part here, look at the details in that. And then you just see the characters just standing there, plain, but like the background's awesome. We had that sort of like a similar image in that with in our Templeton Torn series that's coming up. Two issue. It was going to be 3 issue, but I decided to make it 2 issues. And in the end. And so, yeah, it's it will end up being issue 1 and issue 2, 2-parter. And so we'll be able to keep it simple. The cover art's done. I'm so excited. My artist on Incredigo issue 1 and also on Red Dot. Sorry, not Red Dot. Templeton Horizon 4. Is they're both doing promo covers to be in each issue so that we can actually promote books as well. So you get to see promo covers. So now I think I've gotten like maybe the third cover, like third issue of this, third version, right? Or third copy, right? Of X-Force #1, right? So yeah, this is the open one. So I don't remember who I got this from. I also have a What If. It's a Liefeld, of course, you know, X-Force, right? First appearance, I think it might be the first appearance of Cable, I'm not sure. Or was he in like 98? I can't remember. Of New Mutants. Okay, so this is 1993, I can't remember, but I can't see properly. But this is What If Captain Marvel had not died, right? The Captain Marvel, right? The original, the OG Captain Marvel had not died. And so his power would have not been passed on to, what's her name? Monica Rambeau, right? And so on. And here I've got 258 Daredevil, September 95 cents. September 1988. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Bengal, hunted by Bengal. Be the tiger. And then you've got number 2 of New York Post exclusive, right? Not for resale. So this is like exclusive that came out with the New York Post, which is kind of hard. We don't use like to get this sort of variants in New Zealand. It's not in great shape because it's part of, you know, the New York Post magazine or whatever newspaper, right? So it's not going to be in very good condition. It contains material originally published in magazine form as Ultimate X-Men Volume 1, Issue 2, 2001. So 21 years old. I just wanted it because I can add it to my collection, right? But it's a New York Post. So it's a US version of it. Next one, you've got 233. A lot of writing on the cover here. Mazzucchelli cover of Daredevil going up against Nuke. And, of course, I don't know if that's the first appearance of Nuke. And Captain America, this is Armageddon. Okay, that's another lot done. And we're up to 40 minutes. So I want to finish off because of here with the last 2. And this is from, who's this? Let me just check. This is from, gosh. I can't remember. I think this might be. I won't. I would hesitate to guess, right? So I'm not going to guess at all. So I mean, it's no point trying to come up with some random name or try to be precise. But this is, if you haven't seen The Long Halloween by Jeff Loeb and Tim, or if you haven't read it, right, The Long Halloween by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale, then you need to read it, right? There's a Batman, right? So this is issue number 6 of 13. It's in very good condition. Bit of creases, but yeah. And this is St. Patrick's Day. This is a Dark Knight Halloween special. This is Independence Day. This is number 10. You got price sticker marks, but hey, I love Tim Sale's work on art. It's reminiscent of I think the closest I can say the art style. There's 3 people that have this kind of like a similar like straight edge line kind of art style, using shadows and stuff. That's Mike Mignola. Oh gosh, I forgot it. Frank Miller and Tim Sale. Those 3 guys have a kind of slightly similar art style, but you can always know who's who in that. Whose art is what, right? So, and you know, it's just the beauty of these guys and the the way they draw is just fantastic. So this is one like that. I think I have like the paperback somewhere collection, but I wanted the single issues because why not, right? And I think I'll leave the next lot of packs for the next video. I don't want to take too much time on these because it can kind of seem boring, me just opening up comics and but I just want to let you know that we've got Templeton Torn coming up, which is a 2-issue series in the next few months, next couple of months or so. At the moment I'm lettering them. I do all the speech bubbles and kind of do the final adjustments, whatever. The cover art has been done by James D. Hill on issue 1. Issue 2 cover art has been done by Shane Evans from New Zealand, and I think James Hill's from the US. And they're great. They look great. I actually got to, for the first time, actually color another artist inks, and so, which was quite a surprise for me because I wasn't expecting to do it, but I actually kind of, I mean, after mucking around for years, years, I guess, 2 decades, possibly, just playing on and off like once a year or something, or not even that, every few years, I finally actually thought I did a decent job on it, and I sent the artwork across, the finished piece across to James. I said, which one do you think? I did 2, like the background, 2 versions of it. I said, which one do you think? And he just said, this one. And I'm okay, because it's his artwork that's presented, even though I'm doing the colors on it, and I'm quite pleased with that. I'm quite happy that to be able to do good, because I'm always judging my skills all the time, whether and whether I'm done it right, not, if it's enough, if it's not. Because as a writer, I'm like trying to make sure that the artist's art is represented as best as possible when the book goes out, when people see it, and that I'm not chucking my freaking bubbles everywhere, and taking away from what's on the page and the art. So, and I discuss all this with my artists, and I go, I really want to like make sure that your work looks really good and it comes across really good. So I'm quite excited about it. So if you guys see us promoting Templeton Torn, on our website, whatever, Twitter, Instagram, please check it out. when it comes out. Give us a like, subscribe, as I say, and share. We'll see you next time, and thanks for hanging out. And ka kite ano, wherever you are, be well, take care of yourselves and your family and yourself, and your mates. We'll see you next time.